she's been very good to us, and you know, for her to come back at the age of 5 and accomplish what she did was you know, just you know, amazing. Very proud of her career, and you know, excited about getting her shipped off and getting her bred, and hopefully some point down the road maybe training a few of her babies. So you know, great career, very proud of her, and you know, hopefully you know, see what happens in the Breeders' Cup, but hopefully she could maybe take home another Eclipse in January.
Just run us through this morning, kind of what you saw. And
yeah, wasn't happy with her. First thing, we checked her on the road, you know, just her typical or normal inspection, and just was found a little something different. Immediately took x-rays and saw something that was brewing. Nothing major at all. Just needs time, and obviously timing's awful in regards to trying to bring her back. So you know, it is what it is, and you know, I'm glad we caught it before it, you know, ended up any worse than it did. Like I said, she sounded the walk just a little bit off the trot, and she'll be fine.
And they didn't have to bring her, Juddmonte didn't have to bring her back in training this year, but did. But she had a good year. She had
she had a big, well, I mean, we'll see how things go in the Breeders' Cup, but she's a 2-time grade winner, and I think she's a leader in the division right now in regards to older filly mare, the older filly mare division. So I think it's very possible she could win another Eclipse. So it's worth, you know, worth bringing her back. And you know, up until we saw x-rays this morning, we had kind of talked about bringing her back next year, but you know, with what she has going on at this stage of her career, horses as they get a little bit older don't heal quite as quick as they do when they're younger. So we just think it's in the best interest to probably just, you know, obviously shut her down and breed her.
And she was a horse that took her time coming around, and you had her up in the winter at Turfway, and then she just kept
getting better
winning.
And better. Yeah. she's obviously you know, Juddmonte homebred, and it's you know, big time pedigree, and you know, by a world-class stallion, and she's a world-class racehorse. So you know, she continued to get better as she got older, like a lot of Curlins do, and a lot of Juddmonte horses do. And you know, once again, very proud of what she accomplished, and you know, looking forward to maybe training some of her babies. It's kind of odd, her half sister shipped in yesterday, so she's here now training, and you know, we'll hopefully get her ready to run in the near future.
What has training her, I know you've trained a lot of great horses, but what has training her meant to your career?
A lot. I mean, you know, we obviously had Monomoy girl in that division, and you know, she was a very good 3-year-old, and then was able to come back as an older horse and be competitive. But no, she means a tremendous amount. She's you know, taught us to be patient. She's rewarded us for being patient to start her career, and you know, she's been a very talented, hard-knocking filly.
When you look at her spinster, that ends up being the last race of her career. How big is it for her to go out on top like that with as impressive a performance as she had?
It's huge. I mean, she received big figures out of that race, and you know, I think people kind of questioned she wasn't as good as this year she was last year, but I felt like based off the way she was training and the numbers she was receiving, that she was every bit as good this year. I felt like she may have been the target in races as opposed to last year when she was running against some, you know, other really good fillies and mares where they may have been the target or come from off the pace. They didn't zero in on her, and kind of zeroed in on her a little bit this year, and you know, that's part of racing. She's a top mare that, you know, had to overcome some things, and she always responded and always showed up and finished her career with a wonderful race record.